Alright guys, we're back on this project here. We got parts. I grabbed helicoils. I don't know, boy, there's sure some guys that have some negative opinions about I've never had any problems with helicoils. Never. You know, I've had problems with them. Some of them press-in thread search, which I can't stand, but I mean, we put helicoils on some pretty vital stuff on engines and never had any problem with them. That bitch open. Good grief. Okay. Okay, let's just see what we got. Let's take the tap over there. We had a bit too. I thought I had 5/16 helicoils and everything already, but okay, so let's just drill them out. Let's just go ahead and get that drill bit, and drill all them holes out, and then we'll run this tap in there. Got the bit for that size. And these are getting Loctited. Somehow that thing siphoned oil out, and I came in the next morning and there was oil standing everywhere. I had about 10 bags of floor sweep on this. I was like, where in the hell? The things that happens to a fella, you know? Okay, let's see what we get here. Let's start out on this one right here. Oh, come on. I hate these kind of bits that don't have the flats on the shank. They suck. Sucker's biting so hard that the chuck won't hold it. Gee whiz. Might have to. Good grief. That bit grabs a little bit too hard, you know what? Man, it's driving me crazy here. Driving me crazy here. Oh, come on. You blow that out. Drag the air hose back over here. Let's see if this will. The light just died on me. Well, that's pretty close to the edge. You couldn't even really drill up to the next size on these. socket's a little bit too big. Let's put a little bit of rapid tap on this. Kind of pre-lube that tap a little bit. We were there. Just blow that hole out. Watch your eyes. Okay, let's take a gander at that. Threads look really good, so. Okay. Take your tool here and get her down in there like that. Somebody's here. 2 holes done. I just kind of wanted to gauge it and see where we're at to see if everything's going to work out before I keep going. I took the O-ring off this outer diameter of this bearing retainer just to kind of seat it up to see how things are going to tighten up. And I don't think we're going to have any problems at all. Oh, there goes that cramp right there. Always in the same spot, right up in my... Oh, hold on a second, guys. This is hurting. This hurts. I gotta work this cramp out. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun now. God, it sucks getting old. I'll tell you, it's not for weenies. It's just not for... So those are 5/16. I told that guy to give me grade 8 bolts, and he didn't do it. He gave me grade 5s. I got 3 marks on them. It's grade 5. Ding dong. So this is going to work out just fine. Some guys really cuss helicoils, and I just, be honest with you, if they're for the right application, I mean, you don't want to put main bearing bolts in an engine with helicoils or something like that. I mean, this doesn't take that much force to hold this in. You know, you're talking to a bolt of, what's a 5/16 bolt, about 20, 25 foot-pounds maybe. Probably 18 to 25 foot-pounds. Okay, so we got our helicoils in those 2 holes. That's going to work out just fine. Here we go, and let's drill another one. And I have to go really easy with my drill. I had a rag over this bearing to try to keep any metal, and that way it would fall in the rag, and then I could just pull the rag off. That was my idea anyway. Sometimes ideas really don't work out the way you'd plan, but try to get this sucker straight. You gotta go, it wants to bite. You just gotta go kind of nice and easy so it don't bite. Like that. It's cast, so it's gonna bite. Come on now. Okay, now what? What? I got banned off TikTok, and those assholes keep emailing me with their wanting. You know, they banned me on TikTok because I came out against the Chosenites. They didn't like that. Yeah, you always know who rules over you when you can't criticize a certain group of people. No matter what they do, you can't criticize them. I think we're there. Blow this tap off. Don't want it to, any metal that's remaining on there from the previous thread job, from the previous hole, not to interfere in gall threads or something like that. Okay, we started straight. All right. That damn kid I had working for me. You guys remember him? Man, that kid, he just, it didn't matter what you did, he wouldn't listen. I was trying to teach him how to tap a hole with a tap. And I was trying to teach him that tapping holes by hand, you got to learn how to feel them. I said, and you can tell when you come up against a tap that's bottoming out in the hole, you'll feel it. And he just never could seem to get it. And he just run them down there and crank them over and break the tap off in the hole. And you're like, did you not listen to what I just told you? He just do it time and time again and just never would learn. God, it just got frustrating dealing with that guy. Really frustrating dealing with that dude. He is the perfect representation of modern day America, let's put it that way. I looked up the part number for these bolts through New Holland, and the part number was said what the dimensions were on the bolts. They were 5/16 by 1 inch long bolts. So that's what I got. Are you hot, or what do you need? You want out of there? Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. Get out of there, crazy dog. You're crazy. You're crazy, Josie. Here we go. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Pretty. Okay, pretty close. Yeah. That kid has had, probably in the last couple years, he's probably had at least 8 or 9 jobs that he's got fired from or quit from. Reminds me of a guy I grew up around. He's dead now. He had been married 5 times. And I just looked at him and I said, Mike, I said, you know, there's only one common denominator in this whole equation here. He goes, what's that? I said, really? He goes, yeah, what's that? And I said, you. You know, I'm sure all the women were all bitches, huh? You know? You've been married 5 times and can't figure out what the problem is. Pretty wild. Well, Jojo, we might have this thing rolled back together today. Maybe come finish her on up tomorrow. Alright guys, so there's 4 done. I got 4 more to go. Let's see if I can get this one that's broke off in there out with a left-handed bit. Make sure that's left-handed. Hard to tell. Getting where I can't see shit anymore. Guess we'll just see what it does here. Hands cramping up on me, you know. there it is. Okay, we don't have to helicoil that one. Okay. Alright guys, let's get the new seal. I gotta take a flapper wheel where those wallered around in there. There's a lip here. I need to just get that nice and flat because this is shimmed for bearing preload. So you want that coming up flat with your shims. Damn, they're out of Loctite. Okay, I'm putting Loctite and a lock washer on them. Okay, let's see here. So far, so good. That bolt tightened up really good. This one over here is the one I think that didn't have a helicoil. It had the original threads. Now I'm wondering if I should have helicoiled it because it don't seem to be starting very well. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Let's see, 20 foot-pounds. I already got them to... I'm just going to go with touch tighter. Let's go 20. Wait a second. That wasn't even on 20. How the hell did I do that? I don't know how I did that, but... I'm going to go to 25. It's going to be plenty of tight for a 5/16 bolt. And they've got Loctite and a lock washer on them. All right, that part of the project is done. I guess we should see Okay, so that's gonna turn. Now, what do we got here? You can see where the bolts were bouncing around, hitting these bolts. It's nice, huh? All right. Is there somewhere to lay these? These guys, I don't know why you split that thing in two. You could have just pulled the engine. So then you would have been either climbing over the frame rail or underneath it every time and been all wedged in here trying to, I mean, God, can you believe these people? Can you believe these people? It's like, you know, maybe you should think before you open your mouth. Long on mouth and short on ears. Got them all out, right? There it goes. Stuck in there pretty good. All right. What do we got there? Looks like about a 3/4 or something like that. Nope. Well, 13/16 maybe, huh? These are Loctited. Okay, so we just got these. There's just one bolt here kind of holding it in there. I guess so. Alright, let's make sure before I pull that one out. It doesn't look like it was leaking at all. Okay, these tractors are really nice to work on. You don't really need the seal installer. you just pop this cover off, and this seal bottoms out in here. And then you just slide her back on. I got some anaerobic sealer here. It still has the gasket on it, but that'll kind of give us a backup plan. And I got some silicone down here, so he might wind up putting a pan gasket in it. That's always a gamble when you do it like this. Why are we going in so hard? What are we doing here? There we go. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. Should go on in a little bit further than that. Just tight fit. And that radiator being Monday sometime, be nice to get that truck going, but I don't think we're going to get it going. I really don't. Like I said, you know, in an earlier video that I'm seeing crankcase pressure excessive code that wouldn't go away when it was running. I'm seeing blown out seal on the top tank of the radiator, and then tape all over the threads of the coolant overflow tank. And then he tells the owner, the driver did, that we need to get a new overflow tank because the water wouldn't quit coming out of there. I mean, to me, that's just kind of like, yeah, that's screaming we got a head gasket or liner drop problem. Something of that nature. I guess that thing was overhauled about 200,000 ago. Come on now. Alright. We got 2 bolts down here. And then we can roll her back together after we get the new damper and everything on there. Alright, I'm going to torque these down. I know these are 18 foot-pounds. And, yeah, good times. Now guys, you can see the cloud of dirt and all the dirt on the floor. I've been blowing this radiator out for probably a good half an hour. Good grief, man. Definitely should run cooler than it did. Man. Okay, see if I can throw the charger cooler back up on here. Obviously, I got it rolled back together. 2 halves joined. That was quite a chore. It was really being stubborn. I didn't video it because the whole entire video would have been a bleep, bleep, bleep. I'm fixing to take off and go home and take a shower. I'm filthy, dirty, nasty. So I'm gonna do some more things here. Ah. Okay. Okay, we gotta hook up these lines here before you can do much of anything, because it's really hard to access with it bolted on there. What the hell, huh? My plug back and my cap, and watch the oil go freaking everywhere. Okay, I gonna have to reconfigure that. That's not gonna work. What I gotta do is I gotta get the stupid lines back up on the bypass valve under the transmission, and then get them situated up here right in order to get these on. That ain't gonna happen like that. Okay, well, I might be able to get them on there, I don't know. See, what happens is I got these lines, they go clear down the frame rail. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get them situated in the frame rail correctly and on the bypass valve again, and get the fuel lines back in it. So yeah, I had a heck of a time. I finally went through the starter hole with a bore scope and shined down in there with the bore scope, and I just finally hooked the crane up, like you see right here, to the tractor. I had the splitting stand on there, but I just couldn't seem to really get it right. I kept messing with it, you know, from side to side, because this has got a jack on each side, and this splitting stand will go like this, so you can adjust it evenly. Well, nothing I did seemed to work. I finally got the bore scope in there and got the crane on it, and just started lifting and messing with it till I could see with that bore scope where where the shaft splined up and where it centered on it. And then I just took a bar and moved the ring gear a little bit with the bar, and it finally popped in. And then after that, it came together to where it was about probably 3/4 of an inch from button up, and I just, from side to side, just kind of back and forth until it pulled it all the way in, and rest is history. So it took a while. It took a while. This one was really, you'll get 4 or 5 tractors that you'll split them in two, and they'll roll right together. And then you'll get one like this one, and it'll fight you for a good half a day trying to get it. And that's where I can't tell you, young guys, don't get impatient and just start reefing and ramming and jamming on stuff, because that's when you'll break. You know, you're not going to break this mild steel here, but this cast, where that either the cast on the transmission or the back of the engine block, you start forcing that together, you know, and you'll break it, and then you're in big trouble then. So anyway, all right, guys, well, that's the end of this video. Maybe I'll video going back to the rest of the way. I might finish it tomorrow. We'll see. Today's Saturday. I might come in Sunday and try to get it finished up. I know that radiator's going to show up Monday for that truck over in Newell, and that's going to take precedence. Well, maybe not. I don't know if them guys over there at the scales are going to start hollering about it, them wanting it out of there. Or who knows, you know. Who knows what people are going to whine about. I see something real quick I can do is a fuel filter. And start picking up all my tools and Okay, get our filter pliers and tighten that up. All right, guys. Well, we almost got her. We got to drain the rest of the oil out of the transmission, and there's a couple of leaks on the bottom he wants me to fix, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow too. But all right, guys. Till next time.